All right, YouTube, this is Charles here, and what I'm showing you today is a French 1950 backpack. I also want to thank Don. He is someone who watches some of my videos on YouTube. He asked me to identify what this pack was. He sent me pictures of two different packs, and I was able to let him know that this is a French M50. He was gracious enough to send me one of these, and I just pay the shipping. And my plan with this thing is that I'm gonna hand wash this. I'm gonna treat the leather. Now the leather is still in good condition. It is flexible. It's not all dried out. I don't see any major problems yet, but I've only had this less than a day. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some Obenaufs on the straps to help rejuve them, protect them. This has some beeswax in there and some oils in there. It's going to help protect it without if you use a pure oil, it's going to really darken it up and make stuff really soft. I like the Obenaufs LP because it doesn't saturate the leather completely and make the stuff turn to jelly. And then I'm going to use a Woolite low detergent cleaner and hand wash this. So I'll show you the results after I get that done on a little short. This thing is approximately 30 to 35 liters capacity. You've got the main bag right here, pouch. There's nothing in it, it's just open. And then you have two large side pockets. Now with the lid, you've got a longer leather, potentially. I think when this was made, it was probably to put a wool blanket. And you can see here they have attachment on each side. And normally these have a short leather strap here, which most armies, they would use those straps to secure like a wool blanket and secure it on each side, and then it goes underneath the lid. But or you could put a long coat. Let's take another look at the front here. So now you do have a metal frame. This is very flat steel. It looks like it's removable. I haven't removed it, but I'm going to remove it when I go to wash and clean this thing. You also have this strap, which helps kind of protect it here and separate it from your back, so you get a little bit of airflow. Leather shoulder straps. Now you can see here that these things don't match, and I'm pretty sure what happened was, one of the original straps, which should be this one on the left, probably tore or something happened, and they replaced it with a later version which was slightly different. I'm not really going to be able to match this because dimensionally this one is wider. It's a much darker tan on the leather. I don't think I'll really bother. I was trying to look for a source to maybe get replacement straps or one replacement strap to make these things match, but I mean, it's not super important. What else do we have on here? On the bottom, there's not really any attachment points. However, you could run a strap, let's say, underneath this frame, and then maybe through this square ring for the straps here. Now with these straps, when it was shipped here, these things are straight. Now I've seen online where they cross these, and I think if you cross this, you could put a helmet in the middle if you cross these things to hold a helmet. I haven't done a lot of research on the French ones just because they're not very common in the United States. If you're in Europe, and especially France, I mean, they have those things everywhere. Je parle un peu français, or I speak very little German, French. So it's difficult for me to do a lot of research. So I haven't even seen, what the standard loadout was for the French Army, the French Foreign Legion using this pack. But there's probably some kind of diagrams and stuff. Now, I need to do a little more research, but I'm working 2 jobs and I don't have a lot of time, but when I find more, I will update everybody on the next video about this. Now, to give you some size comparison with something you might be more familiar with, I do have a medium Alice pack right here. And this is the communication one, so this is, I think it's probably 5 liters smaller than the regular medium rucksack, because it's slightly shorter. So let's say this is 35 liters. So you see how an Alice is slightly taller. But this just gives you an idea. I do have my measuring tape, so we could just kind of take a look at the overall width. If I stuff the pockets, we're looking at 21 inches wide. Now on the main bag or the frame, on the bottom, we're looking at 16 inches wide on the base. On the top, we're looking at looks like 11 inches wide. This thing is made of a heavy canvas, and amazingly I don't see any tears or rips. Now this one is, to me, I couldn't read the stamp that's inside of there, what year this was made in, but I believe it's early 50s. Now I have seen some on eBay where these things are in like unissued appearance, where the leather's like really dark, the colors are not faded. One other thing I may decide to do is to wax this using snow seal. So the snow seal is going to help protect this from water, obviously, but it's also going to deepen this canvas. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do that or not. Now, I didn't buy one of these before. I've had opportunity, but it looks so similar to the Swedish ones and some of the Swiss ones that I was like, why bother? Because how's it going to help me? But now that I have it, I kind of like it more because it is a little bit smaller, and with the frame, it's not so bulky. I was using the Swiss rucksack, the salt and pepper one, because I like the appearance of it, but it's just so bulky and the material is so stiff that it wasn't good to, everyday carry type of thing. Now this one, if I want that vintage look, I think I will use this one. I want to have that vintage look. Obviously I want to clean it up first, but I like it much more in person than just looking at them online. And I'm posting this just so you get a little more information about this, because I don't see a lot online, and any videos are probably in French. I didn't see any videos in English, but that's what we have. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them on there. I'll try to answer them. And thanks again, Don. Have a great day.